Oh shit.
There you are. All this for a child who isn't even here.
What the hell do...
You ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come into my house! You lay your filthy man hands on my daughters! And now you even try to steal my property! How dare you!
In this video, we're going to be touching up on a topic we brought up in our first video regarding Alex Wesker and Alcina Dimitrescu. The resemblance between the two is uncanny, let alone they look similar with different hair colors. In Resident Evil Revelations 2, we see posters throughout the game where Alex has long black hair and pale skin. To add on, Alex Wesker is roughly around 50 years old in Revelations 2, and Alcina's age would be around her late 40s physical body look-wise. So they have similar features of women in that age range.
Fear what you will become, and become what you fear.
What? Who the fuck is quoting poetry?
Are you afraid? You can tell me. Talk to me.
What are you talking about?
Those bracelets change color in response to fear.
And who exactly are you?
So much suffering. You don't even know what to be afraid of yet.
As for the main reason why we put them together, their parents. Let's start with Alcina. To Miranda, she was one of the most favorable subjects. We find a diary entry of Alcina's in her chambers. She mentions Miranda giving her the castle, also giving her daughters, questioning if she wasn't actually Miranda's favorite. Alcina was extremely loyal to Miranda, always wanting to impress her. We know of Oswald E. Spencer's involvement in Resident Evil Village. He was fascinated with Miranda's work and looked up to her as a teacher, regardless of him not having the same goal as her. He went on to create Umbrella, but also created the Wesker Project with the intent to create a group of superhumans to worship him as a god. Alex Wesker was one of those people. Spencer put his whole faith into Alex Wesker and gave her everything she wanted, similar to Miranda with Alcina. Spencer actually mentions how amazing Miranda's work is and talks about Miranda's children. This makes us speculate that Spencer made Alex Wesker in the image of Alcina Dimitrescu, to be his favorite and extremely loyal to him.
Said the poor lost soul as she lamented her fate.
Ugh! Again with these stupid bracelets! Who are you? I want answers!
I am the Overseer. Fear requires an audience and a conductor.
Overseer?
You must go to the Vosek, where life begins.
Alcina seemed jealous about Miranda sidelining her for Rose, since prior to Rose being brought to the village, Alcina was seen as Miranda's favorite. Miranda thought Alcina was the perfect vessel for her daughter Ava, which in a way is similar to Alex's goal with Natalia. Resident Evil Village was rumored to originally be Revelations 3. If that was true, then it would further support a connection between Alex and Alcina.
The man is of no real use to anyone else, and my daughters do so love entertaining foreigners. Furthermore, I can assure you, if you entrust the mortal to House Dimitrescu, my daughters and I shall deliver to you the finest.
Way ugly! I want to see!
You mean...
He's awake!
Rosie, shut the fuck up!
What? Where?
You mean you'll screw around with him in private, and where's the fun in that? Give him to me, and I'll put on a show that everybody can enjoy.
Ugh, so gauche. What do we care for bread and circuses? The man thinks suffering is assured.
Yak, yak, if a man's dick is cut off in the castle, blah, blah, blah.
I've heard all your arguments. Some of you were less persuasive than others, but I've made my decision. Heisenberg, the man's fate is in your hands.
Mother Miranda, I must protest. Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me, and I will ensure he is ready.
Shut your damn hole! And don't be a sore loser! Go find your food somewhere else.
Quiet now, child. Adults are talking.
I'm the child. You're the one who's arguing with Miranda's decision.
You wouldn't know responsibility if it was welded
Oh,
to
keep
that
growing! One day your head will actually fit your ego!
Hey, don't I get a say in this?
Silence!
My decision is final.
There's a scene in Resident Evil Revelations 2 where Alex Wesker is talking to Natalia, who is in a capsule. Not long after this, Alex is seen to be coughing profusely. Why is this? Was she stricken with an illness? Something she's been dealing with for a long time?
You're perfect. Six months from now, you're going to awaken as me. And the world is going to be very afraid. So good night, my darling. Sleep well. All this time wasted. My whole life has been a prelude to this. My true birth.
There were hundreds of Wesker children. Most of them ended up failing and eventually had 13 Wesker children remaining. 11 of them died, and Spencer was only left with Albert and Alex. Albert Wesker met his demise back in 2009 during the events of Resident Evil 5, being killed by Chris Redfield and Sheva Alomar. The Wesker children were all extremely gifted and very knowledgeable people. That's why Spencer seeked them out and wanted to rule over them and create a new and advanced world. Going back on the statement we made on Alex being made in the image of Alcina, who's to say Spencer somehow had a sample of Alcina, since she was the best candidate for Miranda's child Ava, prior to Rose of course. Let's say this was conducted to Alex Wesker's biology, and with that she contracted Alcina's hereditary blood disease. In Resident Evil Village, you can find a diary that belonged to Alcina. You can see the pages covered in blood. She still seems to struggle with her hereditary complications. She had her disease prior to being implanted with the Cadeau. She still needs to consume large quantities of flesh and blood to sustain herself, but the cost of consumption also leads to her increased growth, which led her to be over 9 feet tall. Also, another thing to note is Alcina's family crest necklace that she wears. It bears a striking resemblance to the flowers dubbed the Stairway of the Sun, which is also known as the progenitor virus. Also, Oswald E. Spencer's family crest is oddly similar to Alcina's family crest, the two swords coming in from the left and right sides. On top of that, Spencer's family crest is not his traditional one. He formed it himself due to his inspirational finding of the symbol of the 4 bloodlines he found in the cave many years ago that we learn about in Resident Evil Village. Him discovering the progenitor virus and the cave symbol inspired him to make Umbrella.
Alex Wesker had an illness that showed countless times in Resident Evil Revelations 2, which pushed her forward to her goal of immortality through Natalia. Similar to Alcina, who has a hereditary blood disease due to her previous life, which is why she needs her constant consumption of blood. A quick thing we notice is that Alcina Dimitrescu's voice actress, Maggie Robertson, bears a striking resemblance to the voice actress of Alex Wesker, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who, fun fact, has also sang music for the Silent Hill franchise.
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down. To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
All right. I've isolated the best candidate.
Good work.
Now it's your turn to fulfill your end of... What did you...
Well, you wanted an Ouroboros sample, now you've got it. Lapdog.
You don't know shit about me.
I know you were Lansdale's puppet. When Veltro incited the Terra Grigia panic 7 years ago, the FBC was pulling the strings. The old man went down, but he was smart enough to pass the torch before he did.
You played me.
Because you're an idiot. You thought you could create a new terrorist threat to justify the FBC.
A monster like you could never understand.
This concludes our theory on Alex Wesker being made in the image of Alcina Dimitrescu.